I think that understanding the history of democracy and the challenges is something that's very important for everybody, and especially the anniversary of the fall of the wall. The erection of the wall in 1961 was something that was such a shock to people in terms of already a divided country in terms of what was happening with Germany and Berlin, but then all of a sudden to have a wall so people couldn't get out. Then when the wall fell, I think that it was the most momentous kind of time, because it meant that communism would end and should end and could end.
When the wall came down, freedom came at an unprecedented scale for millions of people in Europe. And not only was Germany reunified a few years later, but also Europe was reunified.
I think it was too euphoric to say it was the end of history. The mistake we made was to think that once the wall came down and these changes came, that something would happen automatically. And I think we know that democracy is difficult, that it's not a spectator sport. It is one in which people have to participate and understand the fragility of democracy and the importance of participation.
Well, history is relevant to remind us that democracy should always be respected and should always be nurtured in countries, and we should never forget that this is a process that is always in continuum.
It's the only way that people can live freely in countries and be participants in the world's most important experiment.